everyone, thank you for coming up today. My old subscribers, thank you. And to those that are viewing for the first time or that have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And to my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Please do not forget to hit on the like button. More information regarding this Chidinma lady, the killer of Mr. Michael Osifo, is now unfolding. More people are exposing her. Another latest exposure about her shady act has come up again. This is a sugar daddy who has now come out to say he was also a victim. And with the ongoing investigation on the mother of the Super TV CEO, Osifo Ataga, by his side chick Chidinma Ojukwu, another man is now narrating his own story, the horrible ordeal with this girl. That's to tell you that this lady has been in this business for a very long time. To her, it's a business. She does it and she's been going away with it. But unfortunately, it's just so sad that her last victim passed away. That was how she was finally caught. Otherwise, this girl would have kept on with this horrible evil act that she has been doing for a very long time. This sugar daddy didn't want to show his face, and he said that this is her own modus operandi, that she blackmails men after sleeping with them. He went ahead to reveal how Chidinma almost got his security man jailed, and this was when she was 17 years old as of that time. This lady has a very evil mind. So you'll be imagining, how can a lady grow up being so mean and wicked like this? And this happened when she was 17 years old. This sugar daddy is now talking about. But another thing is, why will you, a married man, be following another girl when you are already married? Some of these men call these problems for themselves. That is another thing again, because why would you get yourself involved with another lady when you have a wife in the house? That would be the next question. But good a thing now she's been exposed. And this is what he had to say. He said she is a hardened criminal and that this is her modus operandi. I had to save my security man from this same girl early this year. This one happened again this year, 2021, who lied to get his bank account and used it to blackmail someone. He was caught and I had to help him at the station. The police then picked her up and she confessed that she was blackmailing a guy after sleeping with her, and the money was sent to his security man's account as she had asked for his account number because she claimed that her boyfriend sent her money and she didn't want her dad to know. Stupid security man gave her his account number. If she wasn't caught, he would have been in jail, and this blackmail happened years ago. But because the security man went to the bank to close his account after all of this, you can imagine this kind of a lady, very horrible and mean. If you watch the interview, I had already posted that video. You could go back and you see the interview. When they were interviewing this lady and they asked her, all right, how come you have like 10 million? Because she was lying and she claimed she only withdrew 380,000 naira from Mr. Michael's account. How true will that be? From a billionaire's account, you only withdrew 380,000 naira when you have his ATM card and you have his account details. They now confronted her with the question, why do you have 10 million in your account if you claim you just withdrew only 380,000 naira? And this lady lied openly and said that account doesn't belong to her. This is now a flashback to this particular guy. This sugar daddy is saying that this Chidinma lady had to get his own security man's account detail so that the money can be transferred into his account. They can't trace her if the money is transferred into his own account. And then if she's caught, she will now refer them to the security man, and they would now arrest him instead of arresting her. But if she's not caught, she would now have to go back to the security man and request for the money, and she would not take her own money and maybe give him something for having to help her keep the money in his own account. You can see that this lady has been in this business for so many years, and it's very mean of her to be doing this kind of a thing to people. This is her own source of livelihood. And again, the testimony they were even saying about her in class, like, she's a quiet person, she's an introvert, that she keeps to herself most of the time. Even the lecturers had to say this. Even classmates, her classmates said this that this particular lady never speaks to anybody. She has very few friends she communicates with, and most of the time that she is always alone. That is to tell you that this person is very dangerous. Slow poison. All this quiet, very quiet, that would not want to talk, are dangerous people. And the guy now said, Shiketa now said that if he wasn't personally involved and took his lawyers to get the security out, that he wouldn't have even known what was going on. And that was when he now saw the girl. He now became very suspicious of her. And he realized that this same lady is the same person who even blackmailed him. He said this blackmail she did was like 3 years ago or so, and it was early this year that his security was even taken into custody, arrested by the police. This girl and a couple of people run a business of blackmailing married men, and seems this one went wrong. So don't look at her age. That's what the guy is saying. Don't look at her age. Even when caught on her security man, she was still lying. And that's exactly what she is doing right now with regards to the Michael Osifu's case. She is still caught and she's still lying at the same time. She is not coming out straight to tell what she did with the man and how it led to her killing him. I even said this previously. This lady planned this very well. And if you see the video where they had gone to the restaurant, she was wearing black. She had already planned that she was going to kill this man. And she knew that there would be stains all over. So the best way to cover up, or not to make it so obvious, was to put on a black dress. And she wore a black mini gown, which was shown in that particular video. For someone who is not used to killing anybody, you won't stab the person multiple times. If you would have to do it, if she is claiming now that it was self-defense, if you're saying it's self-defense, you try to take up that knife and you stab the person once, you would be afraid and you would not even want the person to die, because you didn't do it because you wanted to do it. You only did it because of the way she claimed the man was trying to get on her. At that point, she would have even called for help so that people would help the man. She may even call for help and run away so nobody will see her, but at least she would be sure that someone will come in to rescue the man so he wouldn't die. But this lady was bent on making sure that she killed this man. For whatever reason, she decided to kill this particular one. Who knows? And who knows how many people she might have killed in the past too. Because for someone who has been doing this since she was 17 years old, that is to say there are countless of people she might have killed or exploited, and it never came out in the open. But unfortunately for her, this time around, her cup was already full. That is why it says, every day is for the thief, but one day is for the owner. And you can see that even the wife, I'm glad that the wife took this upon herself. It's a pity that she had to go through this, or to see that her husband passed away in this kind of a manner. One, he was with another lady and not her, which is very painful. Any woman would feel so sad and heartbroken. Some would not even go any further to make investigations on this. But I think there must be something about her husband that made her to ensure she gets to the root of the matter. Because if her husband was either a chronic womanizer and she knew him for that, Do you think that this woman will still go to the extent to find out how he died? She may say it's his normal way of following women and this one caught up with him. Probably. Well, I don't know much about him, but he may not be a womanizer, or he may not be a man that sleeps around with women to the knowledge of his wife. He was just unfortunate in this particular one. And the wife has felt this is something that was planned. This is not whom her husband is, or she has seen it as a setup, which actually it's really a setup, because from here the cops are even saying that there are some people that are also involved and they're trying to ensure that they get hold of those involved with this case. She wasn't the only person. She had arranged with some other people in this killing that she had carried out, even though she did that all by herself. And that was why the wife had to ensure that she gets to the bottom of this, which she did. And with the help of the security guys, the DSS she sent all the way from Abuja to Lagos, they were the ones who apprehended this lady. This is so sad. It's painful that this man had to pass away. A lot of people, a lot of prominent men in Nigeria had actually come up to say this. They have said a lot of things regarding his death. He's not the first person. A lot of men are still sleeping out there with other women. It's just unfortunate that his own ended up like this. Like I would always say, no man is justified or woman is justified to cheat on their spouse. You're meant to remain faithful to your spouse. But he didn't deserve to be killed, despite what he was doing was wrong. This lady would have just left with his account as she wanted, his account information or card, knowing she knew that she was going to be caught. Probably, who knows, that was why she had to kill him, and thinking she would get away with it as she used to. Maybe she has always been getting away with all the killings she has been doing and all the blackmails she has been blackmailing, and this one didn't end up well for her. And if you check out the way she said she stabbed this man, that could be when she was getting his account information. Probably she was doing that and then getting the information from him while he was still in pain, and at that point he was weak. She claimed they had drugs together. How come a boxer, she was stronger than him? Is that possible that she would overpower this man? If she claimed the same drug she had and smoke they had taken together is the same one he also took, how come she was much more stronger and alert than him? That's to say that there's something else this lady is not saying. So it's so obvious that either she intentionally drugged this guy secretly and the man didn't know, she had put something either in his drink or food or something, and it made him so weak that this lady was able to overpower him and even get him killed. Because it's not possible that this girl would overpower a boxer. Probably where she had stabbed him at first, he was weak. But for her to even get to that point, it wouldn't have been that easy if this man was alert and if he was not under some form of drug or influence. This lady is so mean. Why take the life of this man? Some other people were saying, this is a man that, okay, fine, both of you are wrong. You, the girl, dating a married man, it's a no-no. The married man having the side chick, it's a no-no. All right, instead of killing him, wouldn't it have been even better? You just use this man, according to what someone was saying. People are making different comments. Someone said, rather than kill him, this is a billionaire. You can always get whatever you want from him regarding money, because that's what she's after, money, nothing more than that. You would have still kept this man, allowed him to live his life, but then continued getting money from him as many times as you want to, since you're with him, instead of killing this man. Was there a point of killing him? All right, now you've killed him. Your life, your career, everything has just ended. I think some people just think about the now. They don't even think of consequences. If this lady had thought of consequences, I'm sure she wouldn't have killed this man. But because she has been doing this and she's been going scot-free, she thought that would have been the same for her in this case. But unfortunately, she was dealing with a wrong person, that is the wife. The wife did not just fold her arms and see her husband like a man who is sleeping around with 3 men. He died as a result of what he did, but she felt something is not right somewhere, and that was what made her going as far as she went to ensure that this lady was apprehended. Once again, may God console his wife and his children, even though the way he passed away is so sad. But at the same time, however anybody dies, it's such a pain, especially to their loved ones. It's so painful once again that Michael Lucifer lost his life within a short period of time. Please mend disease from side chicks. If you have anyone that you're still keeping out there and you think that that person is different, you may be caught off guard when you least expect. And one thing about them is, at the end, what happens? They keep blackmailing the married man because they know that this married men would not want their wives to know about them. And then when you are not satisfying these ladies, or when you are not giving them what they want, the next thing they start blackmailing you. And that was what this Chidinma lady is into. She's into blackmailing men after sleeping with them. Right now, she's claiming that Mr. Michael was trying to force himself on her. How is that possible? There's someone that you claim you've been with for 4 months. Okay, fine, he was trying to force himself on you. Was that enough reason for you to kill him? It's just someone who is into the business that would carry out something very horrible like this. A novice would not go to this extent. The least a novice would do is to just run away, pack her things away from that place and run away or scream for help. But this person is a professional in this business. But it's so sad and it's painful that this is just a 21 years old university student. Rather than thinking of how to put up her grades, all she's after is money, how to be flashy, and then look for another man to blackmail or to seduce and then get what she wants or kill the person. And then, if you recall, the video I had posted, they even found out an ID card with her face but not her real name. So what is this lady into? It's so obvious that this person has been into this evil act for so many years. But I'm glad she has been caught up with this horrible act. I'm sure they may even take her to court for trial. Whatever the final verdict will be on her case, definitely everybody will be notified on that. Once again, may the soul of Mr. Michael Lucifer rest in peace. Friends, please, if you have anything to say, you could put that down at the comment section. Married men, please stay away from side chicks. They are not after your good, they are just after what they will gain from you. And if things turned out sour, the next thing is they start blackmailing you. And married men, stay away from anybody that is not your wife. Like I would say, Michael Lucifer didn't deserve to die like this, even though he was with another lady that was not his wife. He is not the first person, neither is he going to be the last to cheat on his wife. But at the same time, spouse, both the woman and the husband, both the wife and the husband, be faithful to your spouse to avoid falling into wrong hands. Friends, thank you for coming up today. Please don't forget to hit on the like button. Also subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Thank you. God bless you all.